Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week.
Gentlemen, both, neither.
Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, welcome to that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I am your ever so occasionally humble host, Eric Sizemore, joined by my beautiful co-hosts, Andrew Teedy and Quiet Michael Labune. And we are going to have some funny memes. But first, a trademark, copyrighted, absolutely essential part of the news of the Facebook for the Blind every time. The depressing news.
We're number one. We're number one in depressing news.
Every time. Every fucking time.
Yep. Dude, I'm actually...
We make so it the most depressing.
So much winning.
Yeah.
So much winning. I'm tired of winning.
That reference is old now.
I know.
It really Trump is still alive.
Really is. Oh, Hunter Biden's in the news, man. It's really fun to watch conservatives like suddenly concerned about gun regulations.
Look, fuck it. I love this. I want every senator and every politician's son to go to jail. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Yes. I couldn't believe when I heard it. They were like first presidential son to ever get arrested. I was like, really? Really?
Sir.
Do the rest now.
There was a lot of other news, but I mean, who really cares? Let's see. There's an Oregon wildfire. I guess Bay Area air quality's bad, so maybe that's why our San Francisco people aren't with us. They're in an oxygen tent. I don't know. Republicans are derailing the Pentagon GOP bill. Everybody's getting kind of pissy about that. We normally talk about Butthead here, but he actually did something insane. Butthead. Representative Matt Gaetz of Florida wants to make the Pentagon
famous for Butthead from Beavis and Butthead, though.
Yeah,
that's what he's famous for.
Yeah.
We're gonna fix it in post. But he wants to make the Pentagon answer for training coup leaders, and it was actually freaking amazing. He wants them to write it up and provide him with a list. Because just The Intercept here found 15 officers who got, security assistance and were involved in 12 coups in West Africa, just in recent history. And they're like, could you get us a list? And I was like, Matt Gaetz.
If he's not careful, he's going to get suicided.
But, it was
looks like a prosthetic.
At first, I was thinking, though, I was just like, wow, stop clocks once a year. But then I realized he's looking for people with military training at our highest levels at School of the Americas, whatever their new name is. And he basically, I think, wants a list to recruit from for the next coup and insurrection here in the United States. Get some people with some experience. Because those last yahoos didn't get the job done.
This guy's not. Listen, I'm just saying right now, this guy's not thinking. You should not fuck with the CIA this way.
All right. Well,
This is not smart. This is not good politics. I mean, I'm in favor of us finding out, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. But it's not going to happen. I would not fuck with the CIA. If I was Matt Gaetz, I would shut the fuck up.
Sure. Yeah. But no, nothing can shut him up.
I would find a tailor. God damn. Yeah. I'm sorry, but this man looks worse in every suit that he ever wears than anybody I've ever seen. It's so fucking bad. Boss Hogg had a suit that fit better in the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yes, this is true.
Hey, that was a pretty sweet fucking suit.
It was terrible. But it's better than Matt Gaetz.
I love the Boss Hogg suit, man.
I liked his car.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Well. And I just realized that I do have an example of the suit, so we might as well take a look at it. I mean, yeah, not great. And he looks exactly like Butthead standing next to Beavis, Jim Jordan, right there. They even sound similar.
That's got to be fucked with. That's not his real forehead, right?
No, that's his actual forehead. He didn't go to Brazil and get it extended or anything.
His face looks like a prosthetic.
Yeah, no, he's a very ugly man, inside and out. And
no, make it go away.
The resemblance is just stunning, really. I mean,
no, I don't want to look at him.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of I don't know what to say, but yeah. Hey, so it was Rosh Hashanah this past weekend, a 3-day holiday. Hung out with our friend Rudy. Christopher, you'll be glad to know. This is me about to tank up on my very first matzo ball soup, and I had my second matzo ball soup before the show tonight. Really good. Kugel, also worthy. All these little like zucchini fritters are pretty good. Halal bread, raisins. Good times, man. Had a blast. So, Lashana Tova, I said, which cracked up all my Jewish friends. I just let the autocorrect write it that way, and I got all sorts of commentary about do it this way, do it that way. But I'm copywriting Lashana Tova, and I'm pretty sure I went to school with some Lashanas, so there might be a market for those T-shirts. Anyway, we always try to close out with a heartwarming animal story, but in this case, I'm just going to go more, I don't know, badass. These are orcas, and these orcas have a seal on top of an iceberg, and what they can do is use their rhythm to create a wave that will knock that puppy off, so that they can grab it in their mouth. And I'm just stunned. These 3 orcas can coordinate and cooperate. Do you know how hard it is to get the boys together for a show this mediocre, people? And that
Facebook for the blind. Less coordinated than orcas.
Right. We gotta put another thing in there. Orcas on mushrooms. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Okay. Yeah. Yes. And now that we have wrapped up the news for what is it now? September 19th, 2023. That sounds like sci-fi numbers.
Round
1.
Kick it off my big long round when we have this text conversation.
Everything.
And I TD, I have this one teed up just for you. Will you read this one to us?
Alrighty. It's just a text conversation. It says, "Bro, I have diabetes type 1." And then homie typed 1. And it's just 3 bubbles. Oh God. I don't know if that guy is a genius or a complete and total fucking Marine recruit.
He's not very sensitive. No matter what, he's not very sensitive. I love this. This is a real tweet sent out by the real Dean Norris at Dean J. Norris.
And who is Dean J. Norris?
Dean Norris is the brother-in-law on Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Been in a bunch of stuff.
Okay. Weird character actor guy.
Right on.
Yeah. And this is from May 22nd, 2018. But this just gets reshared every so often on Twitter because this is Twitter like legendary right here.
Okay.
Because Dean Norris obviously thought he was searching something somewhere and tweeted out at 11:45 2 words: sex gifts.
You creepy little bastard.
55.9 thousand reposts, 146,000 likes. It's one of my favorites. Sex gifts. Oh, the Hard Times news, the hardtimes.net.
Always hard. Always hard.
Honestly, if you're not following the Hard Times news, where are you getting your hard times?
Where are you getting hard? Huh?
Right. So it's reporting that Ben Shapiro criticizes Georgia O'Keeffe paintings for not looking like anything.
God. If you get that joke, I love you.
Oh my God.
Anarcho.spirituality, friend of the show, friend of ours, Anarcho.spirituality, has this picture of 3 white people doing yoga, and it just says at the bottom, enlightenment. Andrea Moore, friend of the show, Andrea Moore at Amore_or less, says, doing my affirmations. And below that, there's just a picture of the reCAPTCHA, and it says, I'm not a robot.
I have to do that at least once a day at work.
Ah, the Onion, friend of the show, the Onion.
Hey, Onion.
Has a picture of Russell Brand, and it says, "Nation could have sworn Russell Brand was already convicted sex offender."
My favorite take is sometimes it's always the ones you suspect. Sometimes it's the ones you most suspect.
Yeah, right. Exactly. There's a picture of a bunch of dinosaurs, and it says the dinosaurs didn't quote unquote rule the earth. They were just alive. Stop giving them credit for administrative skills they almost certainly did not have. I got 3 more for this round. Dr. Holly Walters at Managarm says, I am both an American and a cultural anthropologist who specializes in semiotics and religion. I do not understand what is going on in this flag at all. And it's a flag that has been on our show many times.
Yes.
It's a Blue Lives Matter. Everything I'm about to describe is contained in the image on the flag. It's a Blue Lives Matter flag that's being pulled back like a curtain by a man's hand. And then it's revealing a picture of a long-haired chihuahua that's looking up lovingly at a fluorescent cross. That's it.
I mean, God bless the Chihuahua. He's cute.
But what the heck?
Yeah.
Fake Handshake reports that Cole's Cash overtakes Bitcoin as most valuable alternative currency. Can you buy Dockers with Bitcoin? No, I didn't think so. And my last one for this round comes from BLG Memes. And this is a conversation between 2 people. The first person says, guess a number from 1 to 1,000. The other person replies, 420. They say, no, it's not 420, and you are very immature. Say, 69. They say, it is 69. Nice. That's it for round 1. Kicking it back to you, TD.
On a very nice note, for once, he didn't hammer me with something fucked up. But hey, we're gonna go into TD's often imitated, never duplicated, world famous short round 1. On a very nice note, for once, he didn't hammer me with something fucked up. But hey, we're gonna go into TD's often imitated, never duplicated, world famous short round 1. Now with added nicotine. Okay, Tim Joseph, friend of the show, he posted a picture here. It's definitely from something you would see on the Hub, I believe. It's a woman with her back to the 2 people in the foreground, a young man and woman. And the dude has a pumpkin over his crotchal region, and the woman is reaching into the pumpkin. And the woman with the back to him is labeled his wife. And then the dude with his dick in a pumpkin says bar owner who hosts drag shows. And the woman reaching into the pumpkin is Lauren Groepert. Yeah. I was the first one to do a Lauren Groepert thing.
Was that dude married?
Yeah, I think.
I know he owned a bar. I don't know. Oh God.
I have a lot of memes about this week.
Okay.
I'm glad
I got another one.
I'm glad you broke the seal.
Here it is now. Friend of the show, Eve 6. Eve 6, our favorite band. We love you. Love your tweets. Hate your music. Says, I just think we should be able to disagree with your politics while also admitting that vaping and giving a hand job at a Beetlejuice musical is awesome.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was glad they tweeted this because I was like, I am not about to hate Lauren Groepert for these reasons. I'm not going to be like, oh, you were fucking too cool at the Beetlejuice musical. Like,
yeah, this is the one that finally convinced you she was a bad person. Where the fuck you been?
It's literally the first cool thing I've ever seen her do.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, this is not the hill I'm dying on.
Too fun.
All right, next up, front of the show, making their second appearance, the Onion. I post a picture here of what looks to be Drew Barrymore wearing a welding hood next to a propane tank. And it says Drew Barrymore opens GM assembly plant amid a pending auto worker strike.
This is a really nuanced joke. It's because she kept her show going during the writer's strike, right?
Yeah. And the thing is, the writers
she was gonna bring it back, but she announced last week, she said, okay, I won't do it. My bad.
Yeah, because they surrounded her house. They surrounded her house.
Yeah.
Like, I know, although she probably wasn't there because she's got at least 5 houses.
But like public execution style surround the house.
Yeah. She picked it up on security camera at least.
Thank you, Ring. All right, moving on. Midwest versus everybody at Midwestern _ Ope. Friend of the show, friend of the universe, friend of everyone that goes Ope. It says Midwestern men showing each other meat they made on the smoker this weekend. And it's a picture of Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. And Brad Pitt is showing Leo something on his phone. And Brad's got kind of like this look of pride on his face. Well, Leo's got this look of excitement, even with his hands. Like he looks like he's bouncing up and down with his little hands going like this. And he's all excited and shit because he's like, I want to see what he did. I want to see the brisket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I just know too many people that smoke. Okay, fuck me. All right. Speaking of barbecue, memes every day. Friend of the show, memes every day. Post a picture of this dude eating a rack of ribs. It says, these are the best ribs I've ever had. What's your secret, Lil John? And it's a picture of Lil John with a big ass smoker going, mesquite, skeet, 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 skeet.
Oh,
Kingsford Mesquite barbecue.
Wow.
Oh, there's so much in this.
To the window.
Yeah. All right. Friend of the show, Kathy Durst, posted this picture from WWE Attitude Era. Last week I said how I made a comparison how before the internet we just shouted Chappelle Show quotes, and it is true. But a few years before that, before memes, we used to just yell out wrestling catchphrases at each other. And it's a picture of Stone Cold Steve Austin in the ring, and it's a picture of The Rock giving someone the hand, and picture of Cactus Jack going bang bang, and China and Triple H doing the suck it thing. And I can hear every one of these pictures. And yes, we totally yelled these catchphrases in the cafeteria.
What was Austin 316's?
Austin 316 said, I just whooped your ass. When you say it, you have to say it like he does.
It's not a very good catchphrase.
Oh, sir. I'll educate you someday. All right, moving on.
Is The Rock saying talk to the hand?
No, he was probably like, Kevin Kelly, know your role and shut your mouth.
See, I don't know these catchphrases. Know your role and shut your mouth? That's Dwayne
you
The
never
Rock
heard.
Johnson?
Oh my God, you never heard him say that. That was like his bread and butter before he got. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
That is so weird. I heard that one on Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, see, I heard that like day one in the Army. It was like,
know your place, Tank Engine.
That's what my parents used to tell me before we go to dinner.
Sorry, I caused like a freaking debate here. Holy shit, it's a goddamn wrestling meme. Calm your tits.
I'm a master debater.
That was your nickname in the fucking military. Know how you got your medals. All right, the Geeks, Nerds, and Dorks group. They posted this picture here of Steven Seagal, and it says, "I just read
always funny.
I just read someone describe Steven Seagal as Wilford Brimley dressed up as Dracula. Now I can't see it because if you look at this picture, that is Wilford Brimley, the oatmeal guy, as I used to call him, because he was a spokesman for Quaker Oats for a long time back in the mid '80s.
And then diabetes. Remember?
And then diabetes. Yeah, then of course diabetes. Yeah, if you took Wilford Brimley circa the Thing era when he did that movie with Kurt Russell and dressed him up as Dracula, you'd have Steven Seagal's fat ass. I don't like Steven Seagal. I don't know if that's been made clear.
No, he's a terrible person, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, dude. All right, next up. Bing. This is the last one I got for round one here, and how fitting it's from friend of the show, friend of the universe, friend of you and me, Jason Jester. How you doing, buddy? He just says, "Look out, Becky," and Becky is his lovely wife, who is a saint for being with Jason as long as she has. It says, "Someone about to get a proper wiener in." And it's a side-by-side double-barrel shotgun loaded with 2 all-beef franks, also known as wieners. A
Nice.
proper wiener in. How hard is it to find a double-barrel side-by-side and you putting hot dogs in it? What the hell's wrong with you?
That's amazing.
I'm
That's
not
all I
sure
got
that's what
for
we're
you.
looking at. I think we're actually, is that it? Or are we looking at a mirror?
No, man, he's loading
No,
it. He's loading it in the bathroom for some weird reason.
There'd be 2 selector switches if it was a mirror, sir.
Well, a bathroom's not a great place to have a double barrel shotgun, but it is a good
He
place
went
for a
in there.
proper
He went
wiener.
in there because that's where he kept his tape, which you see there on
Yeah.
which he used to wrap the wieners in a
It just
futile
hurts
attempt.
when you don't let me get the punchline out. It just, you know what? It's fine.
I'm sorry.
You don't
Not good.
apologize, Edie. It's never you.
Oh,
It's never you.
Well, thanks.
It was
But
Eric.
well, on that note, that's my world famous, often imitated, never duplicated, short yada yada Sizemore. I'm going to therapy.
yeah, me
Sammy,
too. Thanks,
Sammy went
Debbie
off camera.
Downer.
She could you know what? You don't blame me because you hurt my feelings.
Oh my God. I feel like I saw this kind of manipulation on Oprah.
Dr. Phil every other week.
I don't know. It couldn't have been Phil. I would repress any memories I have of Phil. Okay.
David Letterman used to do the like Dr. Phil moment every week, and my favorite one is when it's just Dr. Phil leans in and he goes, "You want a piece of me, lady?"
Oh my God. We have got to figure out how to stop making stupid people famous.
Let us get famous and then stop.
Brad, this is ostensibly called the Wholesome Round, Round 1. And here we have a picture of a notice from my buddy Steven. And it says, "Notice. If you notice this notice, you will notice that this notice is not worth noticing." Steven has pointed out that this is a metaphor for library signage. So stop cluttering up our libraries with signs, you ninny librarians. I think that's a subtext. I'm not sure. But I think that's what we're doing. Hey, this one it's the wholesome round. And honestly, I know this one makes TD drool because it certainly makes me drool. But Polish style taco with pierogi taco shell stuffed with sauerkraut and kielbasa, topped with onions and bacon.
Jesus.
I have been actually researching this for a couple of weeks on how to pull this off. So.
Dude, my buddy Adam's a professional chef. He goes, "We can make them." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, Adam." I love all of my friends. We have our priorities straight. This next one's from David Regano. Not a friend of the show, but I like the cut of his jib. Says, "Henceforth, rude theater goers shall be referred to as Boberts, e.g., some Bobert's phone went off and they answered it." Chuck says, or as I call her, Boobert, especially in light of her boyfriend's extracurricular jiggling of her new kidneys on video during the performance. Super classy. And all I could say is political scandals have gotten really stupid.
Why do you call them kidneys?
Huh? I'm not sure. I don't know what Chuck
What the fuck is that? That is not a good euphemism for boobs.
No, I thought about editing it, but it's in the moment.
Boy, she's got a great set of kidneys on her. I don't like that at all.
You led with pooter.
Dude, pooter's funny. Kidneys, saying kidneys for boobs makes you sound like a fucking cannibal. Like this is just
I think what the implication was, homeboy was shaking the knocker so hard it vibrated down to the kidneys.
Yeah.
He says new kidneys.
Yeah. Apparently he thinks she's got new boobs, which I don't know why. And we've spent far too long on this one. There's a picture of Pee Wee Herman, just says, "At least I did it in the correct theater." Anti-QAnon me. Yeah. My man Ben Cameron says, maybe she was thinking, "Juice the Beetle, juice the Beetle, juice the Beetle." I couldn't do it to the rhythm. I'm really sorry. Funny thing too, Jay says apparently, I don't know, he's connected to the theater where Pee Wee got arrested, so I thought that was kind of funny. Friend of the show, Amanda Cohen, Shana Tova says, try that in a small gown. On the security photo, he's just her date is just clearly just holding her
kidney.
See, yeah, it's not. I don't know. Should we
renal organ?
Should we write Chuck an email about this?
He's got a handful of kidney.
It's the whole kidney pie. I don't know.
Kidney pie, yeah. It's a cream pie joke in there. Okay, this is terrible. All right, this is the standard blue flag mark safe from being kicked out of a musical today. Which originally commemorated it, and I saw quite a few of these all over the place. What's this lady's name, Teeny?
That is the character Blanche Devereaux from Golden Girls, played by Rue McCallaghan.
Meme Stealing Bandits has her looking at you kind of vixenly and says, me looking at myself in the little Zoom box while somebody else is talking. April Joy has a note passed along by a friend of the show, Jackie Kashian, who says, FYI, The Rapture is coming September 22nd. Definitely for real this time. By the way, for those of you who don't know the scripture, it says, no man shall know the day. And if you read that in the book, you'd know to ignore this. But it just kills me every time. Here's another picture of Boebert giving that just winning smile of hers, and it says, guess who got caught acting sexual in front of an audience full of kids? Not a drag queen. Friend of the show, Dante White, passes it along with the caption, Lauren Groepert. That's it. That's the post. And for some reason, I just said rules for thee, but not for me, and that got some traction. Got about 3 left here. This one is a traditional Lucy with the football and Charlie Brown. Lucy is saying, come on, Charlie Brown. You don't need a union. If you keep working hard and put the company's interest before your own, then the company will share its prosperity with you. For the show, JB says Little Lies by Fleetwood Mac starts playing softly. 2 more. Friend of the show, Chad Oppitz, has looking at a sign, picture of himself, very angry because it says, please do not jump off stage. And he's got, this is bullshit. And finally, wrapping up the ostensibly wholesome round 1, a duplicate because I'm an idiot. I'll do Phil. Okay, Mr. Dave Anthony posts the right wing suddenly all about those gun regulations. Hunter Biden indicted. So yeah, again, not to state the obvious there. And finally, while putting together the playlist this week, I used some Purple Disco Machine Live, and the recommendation engine said, if you like Purple Disco, you might also like Du Hast by Rammstein.
Or The Shape of You by Ed Sheeran.
Like disco, you might also like any kind of music. That has wrapped up my ostensibly wholesome round 1. Back to you, Michael, for what is round 2 again?
The Ill Reverend.
Oh yes,
Ill Reverend coming up. BLG memes is back. This is a text conversation. This fucking had me dying laughing all week. First person says, damn girl, you a virgin? She says, no. He says, want to change that? And she says, what?
So many questions.
Oh my God.
What does it mean? Is he going to invite her to his evangelical church or something?
God. Oh, there you go. Sure. I could see that happening. Maybe.
This is coming from Basically Blank. It says, It says, I'm going to drink a bottle of Dayquil and a bottle of NyQuil and see what happened. Keep you guys posted. Next, it just says Hoptol.
Hoptol.
Obviously, someone too fucked up to spell the word hospital.
Sure.
Debbie Downer.
Hey.
Show, Debbie Downer says Coke is a girl drug because why do you, as a man, want to stay up all night sharing secrets? Eric, why don't you read this one for me?
Friend of the show, Janice Jopping at Fujo Goggles says, due to unforeskin circumcisions. Mazel tov.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Zephyr on call says, how is it 2023 and nobody's come up with a satisfying explanation as to why cell phones never show up in our dreams if we're using them for 12 hours a day?
Damn.
Has anybody
shit.
Have you ever dreamt about a cell phone? Because I never have.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's super weird, right?
Cray cray.
Dog says groceries are so melodramatic. I took a left turn. I didn't drop kick you across the back seat. Relax. Fragments of my mind says, I hate to cancel. I know we made plans to get together tonight, but that was 2 hours ago. I was younger then, full of hope. But now I'm tired.
Bro, I think I've said this to somebody. I fucking feel this.
I was younger then. You can hear the wistfulness.
Oh, yeah.
I have two more for this round. AGZ at Alexis G. Zoll says, oh, you're a feminist? Name every woman. And Eric Priuska says, Whitney Houston. It's I don't know. I kind of wonder if they coordinated this attack. That's too fucking good. And last for round two, the ill-reverend round, the blessed one. Kamal Nanjiani says, a day may come when I am not mistaken for another brown actor, but it is not this day. Kunal Nair replies, every time I get recognized for you, I think, man, I wish it were true. Cal Penn replies to him and says, I've taken credit for both of your accolades in the last 2 weeks, so I guess I owe you each a photo, half a beer, and an awkward extended hug. And Sarah Silverman replies, why do you have 3 accounts?
Oh, that's so bad, but so good.
That's fucking classic Sarah Silverman, dude. Like when I read that, I was like, Sarah Silverman's high again and back on her bullshit.
Welcome back to the dark side.
Nice. Oh, I guess it's up for.
I'll make cookies.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Is it my turn?
It is.
All right. Hey, we're going to do that round 2 thing. The irrational round, I think it's called.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
Is that right?
That is entirely it.
All right. Joe Meme God, friend of the show, Joe Meme God, says candle warmer. Nah, son. That's a nacho cheese warmer. And it sure enough, it is a jar of Tostitos queso dip in a hand warmer that you'll probably some of you will probably either get or receive this holiday season. You'll either get it for somebody else or receive it your damn self. But yeah, and I can't believe I'm 41 years old and I've never warmed up my damn nacho cheese in a candle warmer. I got nothing.
Do you have one of those? I want to try it.
I think I got a couple of those.
Yeah. Party and titties.
Friend of the show, Renee Ratter. Post a picture here.
Raider.
It says, Raider. I'll get it right one of these years.
Yeah.
And it says, why is the media not covering the fact that raccoons are breaking wild hogs and riding them into battle against the possums? I don't say it the way they have it written. But yeah, sure enough, it is a picture of freaking raccoon riding a wild ass fucking boar toward a goddamn possum. I mean, there's not really anything else I can say. That's exactly what's happening.
That's awesome.
And media ain't covering this shit.
I'd read that graphic novel. I'll just tell you, I'd read that graphic novel.
Oh, I can't wait till I see the Disney version of this. Animated. All right, moving on. Labune, can you go ahead and do this one for me?
Rare Insults, friend of the show, Rare Insults says it's got a picture of a grandma sitting there cross-legged, looking very stately, I think. It says, I told my grandma she looked cute today, and she said she wanted to match her favorite chair, LOL. And then you see that her shoes, socks, pants, and sweater are all the same color as her chair. And Ashley Judith replies, Grandmaflage.
Yeah, that's right. I'm making you set up your own dad jokes now. Yeah.
That Grandmaflage. Look, if it's a good dad joke, I'm on board.
Okay, okay.
It's working good.
I wasn't sure if you'd like that one or if you'd grown. I was like, either way, I win.
That is straight up wordsmithery right there, man.
Yeah, Grandmaflage. I like it.
Not since Oscar Wilde. All right, moving on. Non-aesthetic things. Friend of the show posted this picture, and someone has tweeted out, "Can someone please explain why there's a dog on this plane?" And there's this cute little brown dog kind of leaning over the seat. And then there's a Twitter account from Dog on a Plane. It's the exact same picture of the dog leaning over the seat. It says, "Mind your business. I paid for my ticket." If I want to fly from Chicago to Philly, I'm going to fly from Chicago to Philly. Don't you bother me. All right. I thought it was fucking funny. Moving on.
Nice.
That's the Sam Jackson movie I want to say. I'm tired of these motherfucking adorable dogs on this motherfucking plane. All right. Friend of the show, Canadian Fletchy. How you doing, bud? Says, I'm here to remind you to drink your coffee. And it's a picture of some coffee beans, couple of which with weird little googly eyes on them. Says, coffee, for when brain no have wake up, good for think to do. And as a former coffeeaholic that's in recovery, yeah, I feel this.
I have no interest in being you.
Oh, no, I don't want to be me either. As soon as my stomach gets better, I'm back on the coffee.
Gotcha.
All right, moving on. Some schmuck named Andrew Titi. I posted this yesterday, I think. And it says, "Who is this crazed weirdo?" And it's a picture of a carton of juice, but it's made by Funyuns. You know, the onion ring flavored snack thing. It tastes like onion, goddammit. And and there's Funyuns on the table, and there's this cup of piss, or maybe it's Funyun juice, and the meme just says, "Who the heck hurt you?" Seriously though, who? Because that was the first thing I thought when I saw that picture, and I had to make this and share it with all of you.
My grandma my grandma didn't trust the paper cartons because she just didn't trust them. So she would pour when our like gallon of regular milk would be empty.
Yeah,
she would replace it with buttermilk.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude, I came in from skating one day and I was so fucking like just needed, and I was a teenager and I just needed some like something heavy in my stomach, and I pour myself a tall glass of milk and I chug like half of it before the buttermilk taste set in.
Yeah, bro.
I fucking barfed.
Oh yeah.
It was the sickest prank, dude. She got me so good.
I used to it is nothing for me to drink a gallon of milk in a day.
Wow.
But I cannot, like, I'll use buttermilk for baking or cooking, but I cannot stomach buttermilk.
Ugh.
Yeah. But yeah, Funyun juice. Even as a stoner, I could not do this.
Whew. Yeah, this is gross. Moving on.
Yeah.
I'd try it. I'd try it, obviously.
Of course you would. Friend of the show, Baking While Baked. That's Baking While Baked at Couchman Bakes on X or Twitter or whatever it's called this week. That's Baking While Baked, the show where I make delectable baked goods full of sugar and spice while I'm full of herb and feeling nice. Please follow me.
Dude, I saw your crab rangoons today. Delicious.
Yes.
They look
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so check this out. I was really high yesterday, and I posted the following tweet. So if you could take a bath in a giant vat of pudding, what flavor would you use? I'd use pistachio. So I'm sorry for everyone who I've now ruined pistachio pudding for you.
Does flan count?
The flan totally counts.
Then flan.
Okay. Then I may change my answer to rice pudding. All right. Friend of the show, founder, just total mensch, George H. Crookshank.
Oh, George.
Hey, George.
He posts this from Abby at Abby Evans XO strawberry. Sorry, I got distracted. Satan, welcome to hell. I want all of us to be friends here. Me. This doesn't seem so bad. Satan. So everyone go around in the circle and say a little bit about yourself.
No.
Nope, that's fucking hell. I have reached hell. Fuck that. Better slam my wiener in a sliding glass door. Moving on. Criminal tweets. I don't know you, so we don't know if you're a friend yet. So repost from someone, they marked out all the identification stuff. Says, I was petting a dog and the owner was like, do you want to see your puppy? And I was like, bro, fuck yeah. So for real, I went to this bitch's car with her and the puppy was cute, but I really followed a stranger to her car because she said she had a puppy. Ted Bundy would have loved my dumb ass. I'm sorry, that is me. If you ever wanted to kidnap me, just point the van and say, hey, I have either a puppy, comic books. Yeah, that's about it. If you offer
I would check out.
puppies
I
or
would, dude, I
comic
would check
books,
out comics.
maybe a pizza, and yeah.
I was sitting here going like, TD, you're not this dumb. And you said comics, and I was like, fuck, I would 100% be like, you have comics?
Yeah, so fuck
are you selling them?
Yeah, you be tied up in the van next to me.
Yeah,
going,
let's see what you got.
He said he had Batman. He said he had a rare Batman.
You just want me to get in this van? All right.
Yeah.
Free candy, you say?
Hey, he's gonna take me to his comic books. I'll be back later, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like for me, it's a puppy, probably comic books, maybe pizza. Yeah. If someone says comic book, you and me tied up in the van together, Labune. So shut up. All right, moving on.
Oh, lovely.
This is the last one I got for round two, the irrational round. It's in front of the show, Rare Insults, and he reposts from this dude named Chase. Imagine being drunk as a vegan and you got to come home and eat some celery sticks. And I'm just like, that hits. Like, because I remember when I went vegetarian for a month a few years ago, and you guys thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
I got drunk with Larry Smith, went back to his house and ate one pepperoni pizza roll, realized what I had done, and almost cried my drunk away.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I can. Yeah, this sucks. Hey, that was the irrational round. Round
I like
two.
it that you're all or nothing.
Yeah,
dude, I'm too stubborn not to be that way.
I like.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it big.
Yeah.
Do or do not. Yoda said that shit. Come on, motherfucker.
Listen,
hey,
you
that's
say
my round
celery
two.
like it's all by itself.
Yeah.
If you're a drunk vegan, it's celery and hummus.
That's fair. Okay, I didn't count the
fuck
yummy
up some hummus.
Paste. Yeah, I'll fuck up some hummus.
I was
Like
gonna
garbanzo
do
beans. That's the only reason you exist, to make me yummy hummus.
thinking peanut butter and raisins, whatever you call those things. I don't know. Man.
Ants on a log.
Yeah.
Yeah, ants on a log. Yeah.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Hey, it's Sizemore's turn.
Irreverent round two. This is a picture of somebody's got all their groceries out on the counter, and Ryan Florence at Ryan Florence says, "I present $100 of groceries. Get a couple fruits, head of lettuce, meat, box of cereal, etc. Whatever." And the best and worst of Twitter, Justin Boldaji says, "I can get this down to $40-50 at the self-checkout."
Yeah. Make sure I get my employee bonus.
I mean, sure. I mean, I haven't been trained, so. Friend of the show, Drew Harmon. Drew, thank you for the lovely card the other day. He says, if Hassan Minaj is in trouble for lying on stage during comedy shows, then I have a very big confession about almost every single time I've said, it's nice to be here. Which I thought was fantastic.
No shit.
This next is a little classy. It is from Kierkegaard. Says, Life Mood, 1836. I have just returned from a party of which I was the life and soul. Witty banter flowed from my lips. Everyone laughed and admired me, and I came away. Indeed, that dash should be as long as the radii of the Earth's orbit, wanting to shoot myself. And Ruth has captioned it, Kierkegaard would have killed on Twitter.
Yeah, I need to read some more of that.
I've read all of his major
back
works.
in the day, but that shit cheers me up.
Do I know my audience or what?
Yeah, Kierkegaard. In fact, I keep a Kierkegaard quote right there.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, love him. He was a moody bitch though. But no, he's like walking around in Copenhagen all the time. It's fucking rainy, like cold.
But they
It'd be
got good
hard.
beer.
Hey, here's a fun tag on the other one that I just remembered, the self-checkout here. Johnny Cardinal posts a picture of the self-checkout, and it says, add a tip. 15%, 18%. I'm literally at self-checkout, and quite frankly, my service was lacking. No tip. Earlier today, spotted this one from friend and founder, co-founder, founding father, founding daddy, founding zaddy. George. He's passed along from Reddit's R grad school thread, how to cite a dream / hallucination in APA 7th. And Sophisticated says, what? And the original poster says, I want to include something that was revealed to me in a vision in one of my research papers, but I do not know how to cite it.
This is why Chicago style is superior.
I posted, where's a religious studies PhD when you need one? And 16 of them replied.
Yeah, they're not busy.
No. Next up, friend of the show, Dick Urban Dick. He says, repost this one from Ben Weatherby at Weatherby PhD. Speaking of, says, art museums, art is cool. Science museums, science is cool. Natural history museums, prehistoric animals were cool. Maritime museums in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Lake Superior will kill you and everyone you love. From Wind Green Memes for Ecological Fiends, friends of the show. And Gary very knowingly posts, the UP is not a place to try to cultivate optimism. We got to reach out to them. That sounds like our people, okay?
We're number one in the UP.
That's true. Fair enough. Moving on. This one blew my mind. It is a picture of Marty McFly. It's a 4-panel here. A picture of Marty McFly from Back to the Future, and he says, wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine out of a bird of prey? And then we see the bird of prey from Star Trek 4, along with, the way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine, why not do it with some style? It just clicked for me that Kirk traveled back in time in Cruge's ship, played by Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, shit.
Why not do it with
They got to put that together either.
I know. I was like, wow, it's okay. Probably should put that in the wholesome round because it's, not dirty. Poster, this fucking guy posts a little conversation thread here. Plant Affinity says, please retire the "we are made of stardust" phrase. I am so tired of it. And Blue Buoy says, stars are made of flesh. Plant Affinity says, I changed my mind. Bring back the original phrase. Thank you, this fucking guy. Moving on. Hey, why don't you read this one to me, Mr. LeBune, from friend of the show, Murph.
Yeah, old Michael Murphy.
Yep.
It's a picture of a guy sitting in a chair, sipping up from a glass. He's wearing a suit. He says, I'm not perfect. I'm Irish. It's like perfect plus awesome, which is way better.
I tried reading it out loud earlier today. It didn't sound authentic.
I just started feeling it the more I read it. I was like,
know.
yeah.
I know. I thought I was onto that. Okay. Moving on. You got 3 more here. Friend of the show, friend of everyone, Mike Ingram for everyone. If you're not following Mike Ingram for everyone, you're everyone. Hey,
Yeah.
he posts this that just says, you mean to tell me there's other ways to learn besides the hard way?
Blasphemy.
Mike's going, wait, what? I concur. This one I would like a little help with. Friend of the show, David Rothman. Hey, Shanatova says he's passed along this one. It's Lilith Penrod and 3 cats in a trench coat. Says teaching STEM without teaching the humanities is how you get Spider-Man villains. Teaching theater without teaching the humanities is how you get Batman villains.
No shit.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
I want
right.
you two to explain that to me. The Green Goblin's
Spider-Man's villains are very technologically based, very smart.
They're scientists a lot, yeah.
Most of them are scientists or have got a hold of scientifically advanced stuff.
Right.
And of course, they're all terrible people because they didn't study the humanities. Think of a fucking Batman villain and tell me that's not a theater kid.
Sure.
Penguin.
Okay. Penguin.
Riddler.
Yeah.
Fucking Joker.
Yeah.
Right. Catwoman.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, Clayface's character was an actor. I mean, this shit writes itself.
All right. Cool. All right. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't making it up myself.
No, it's good. It's good.
No, I know that's legit.
That holds up.
Got 2 more here. Friend of the show, Mac Ruby. You guys remember Mac? She has passed along this little thread. Kink Shamer 69 says, not to sound too millennial here, but it annoys me so much when I'm at a restaurant and someone I'm with will complain about the service being slow. Like, buddy, pal, it's fine. It's not that important. And Borgesius says, you didn't waited 40 minutes for a dinner before, haven't you? Literally, I'm going to read that one again. You didn't waited 40 minutes for a dinner before, haven't you? And Gothic Prep replies, I have, but also I have real problems.
Right. No shit. This is the reason that I'm always nice. I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I went from being in the military to working in a restaurant, and I cannot tell you what went through my mind and body when someone in a restaurant said, this is an emergency. And I was like, this is a pizza place. There are no pizza emergencies. Let me tell you what emergencies are. I've seen them.
Yeah.
Okay. This is not that.
Nice. All right. My final for Act 2, the irreverent round. Movie quotes is passing along with tidbits from Kunk on Earth. And if you haven't seen it, it is funny, irreverent, and highly recommended. 2-panel here. And Kunk on Earth says, with its cowboys and guns and steam train rides, America became known as the land of the 3, which must have been quite a surprise to all the slaves. And that has been the wrap on my irreverent round 2.
All right, here we go. Round 3. The penultimate round, kicking it off with middle class fancy. What did I say?
Yeah.
Huh? I said penultimate. Okay, good. Jacob Bacharach. I think I actually heard my own echo and thought one of you guys said something. Jacob Bacharach says, every French beach town has a little cafe called Le Nautilus. And every American beach town has a little cafe called Scratchy Dick's Big Slut Crab Fuck Shack. Derek Guy, friend of the show at Die Workwear. He's this is my fashion guy that I follow on Twitter.
Huh.
It's got a picture of Lauren Groepert getting her kidney squeezed by her guy as she puts her hand down between his legs. Derek says, probably an unpopular opinion, but I don't think we should make jokes about politicians having a stroke. That's a Mitch McConnell. Anyway.
Yeah.
TheHardTimes.net, friend of the show, The Hard Times, has a picture of this hippie-looking guy on the beach. And it says, poser fish fan has only seen them live 72 times this year. Matt Margolis at It's Matt's Law has in parentheses here, angriest I've ever been in my life. Okay, sounds good.
Hey, I got a question pertaining to that last one. Am I the only guy that's probably never heard a Fish song?
Yeah, I mean, like, I've definitely heard what Fish calls songs, but you can't like remember them because it's actually they never play the same thing twice. It's just a bunch of stoners just like banging around on their instruments.
Oh, it's that jam band shit.
Yep. It's just a jam
Okay.
band. So yeah, they're not important.
Okay.
Protesta Block at Protesta Block has two pictures here, and it says kids' school lunches look like this, so our police can look like this. And the kids' school lunch is just like some kind of slop next to a piece of bread, and the cop is like just decked out in paramilitary gear.
Oh, dude.
Listen, if you're a friend of the show, if you're listening to the show and you don't already know this, cops shouldn't look like soldiers.
Nope.
They shouldn't have soldier gear.
No, they should not.
Serotonin says, how come you only become aware of how tipsy you are in the bathrooms?
Oh, bro.
Smexy says, save point. That is so fucking true.
Oh, yeah, that hits me where I live, man.
That's a weird thing to realize.
Mm-hmm.
Emo Phillips retweeting X at X, who says, how often do you guys think about the Roman Empire? Emo Phillips says, at least V times a day. Emo Phillips is the fucking just the king.
Emo. I love Emo
for sure.
Great grand godfather of the show.
That's absolutely right. Two more for this round. Trash Can Paul. We can't do this show without your trash can. You thought I was going to get through an episode without trash can? Fuck yourself.
Worried.
No way.
A little worried. I was a tiny worried.
It's a screen grab from the show Lucifer, and it says, in the Lucifer series, Lucifer is shown to be the only angel to have a British accent. This is because after ruling hell for a millennia, he picked up the accent of the most common people found in hell, British people.
I feel seen again. This show is great.
And my final post, leaving only my post with the most. So my final post of the penultimate round, I want to be very clear. This is my penultimate meme.
Wow.
Is Rick Lee James at Rick Lee James, who says AI created an image from the phrase Jesus flipping over the tables in the temple. And it's a picture of Jesus doing a backflip over some tables.
Like, I'm not even a Christian, but I'll go ahead and say this is why he ain't come back.
What's going on? What's going on with Jesus's face here? His face is.
Oh God!
I think AI has trouble with fingers and eyes.
Yeah, they're not sure how we're built.
He had a cast iron jaw.
All right, that's all I got for round 3. This is all I have is my post with the most. Back to you, TD.
All right, hey, we're gonna do my round 3, is what I lovingly call it. Hey, let's bring this turkey in.
This turkey
the newspapers back to the porch.
Yeah.
Let's get the skunks over to the choir.
Let's scramble the eggs for this collapsing final argument.
Let's hurdle these pigs back into the barn.
I'm gonna sift some flour and get back to you. But hey, let's do some memes.
Let's roll these crocodiles into the pen once and for all.
Hey, it's time to get the accountants over to the porcupines, okay?
Let's push this wood into the chipper.
I like that one. That one's got a ring to it.
That ties into something you might see in a minute. All right, moving on.
It's got a ring to it.
Round 3, turkey coming in.
God, thank you all for being so patient.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I was running out of turkey jokes to make.
Delightful.
Eric stopped trying to pull him up, and he started trying to make jokes. That's why. He got wrapped up into the game.
He was totally into it. Like, okay, what are we gonna get? What are we gonna fuck with? All right, non-aesthetic things. Friend of the show. God damn it, I love this. This is my favorite day of the week. All right, non-aesthetic things. Friend of the show. says when you turn 18 and start life for real, and it's a picture of an amusement park ride. It's even got Goofy on there, and it says this ride only stops in an emergency. Crying is not an emergency. Fuck you, sign.
Nice.
But that'd be real. All right, moving on. Internet Hall of Fame, friend of the show. Post a thing from Boss at I'm Too Alive. It says, any of you happy? And Spooky Leak here just says, I crossed the street without looking.
Oh,
I
jeez.
fucking feel it. I fucking feel it.
Wow. Amazing.
All right. Oh, God, that hits me where I live. Moving on. Are we moving?
Yeah. What happened?
It's there.
I'm still looking at the Internet Hall of Fame one.
Oh.
This is a different meme. Though.
There we go. That's a good size more. All right. Trent Parker, friend of the show. Hey, thanks for the cards and letters, buddy. He's got the meme here of like the salesman guy trying to convince a dude to buy something. That says salesman slaps a top of water heater. With this bad boy, you can cry on the shower floor for 45 straight minutes.
Damn.
Oh!
Good water heater.
It's good water here.
Yeah. Oh no, I need that. I need a shower big enough for me to lay down in. I can't do that in my shower. I'm too fucking big. Moving on. Sorry, didn't mean to get depressing on you. The angry bartender, friend of the show, says science. It's science. So yeah, says look at the. It's got a like medical diagram of a human and their organs all in there to the size and their placement and everything. Look at the size of your liver compared to the size to your heart. You were designed to drink more and care less. And she, however you pronounce that, says, can't argue with science. Yeah, as the person who's mostly German, yeah, that's why we're here to drink and fuck shit up. Look at history. All right, moving on.
Carrying not the German strong suit for sure.
No, alcoholism and feeling suppression.
Wait. The Germans, the Irish, and the British are all known for the same thing.
Yeah, the Germans are known for genocide. Let's not. That's right.
I kind of wanted to leave that part out. Like a typical German. All right. Friend of the show, Mel Robbins. Yeah, I see you motherfuckers. All right. At Mel Robbins says, you call it eating 5 boxes of Girl Scout cookies alone. I call it supporting young female entrepreneurs. I'm just supporting our future, goddammit. You leave me my 5 boxes of Thin Mints alone.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I've done that, but I'm not saying I haven't done that. So, yeah. I'll let you guys figure that out. Moving on. Friend of the show, a friend of mine, Tiffany Vernon, reposts from Uncensored Memes. And it says, me working on a plan to pay my bills and fees. And it's a picture of a very portly gentleman with what looks like the base of a very fine mullet. You can tell he's Canadian because he's the only one that would wear a Toronto Blue Jays sweater. And he's reading a book called Prostitution. And sure enough, there's a picture of a very large lady. I think it's a lady in a dress, lady presenting. And she's reaching over to the car in the classic, hey, big boy, $20 will get you to so-and-so. At least that's what I heard downtown. Look, and yeah, this is how I'm going to pay my bills. I'm still thinking the 8.5-toed OnlyFans might be something I need to look into.
Dude, we got to set that up for you just to see. Just to see
if I'm right.
Yeah. I got a logo.
We got to test the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse? Hypotenuse? All right, anyway, moving on.
Hypotenuse.
I think that's a triangle. Some dipshit named Andrew Teedy. I posted this a few days ago. It says, this is what 8-year-old me meant every time I said I wanted to be a grown-up. And it says, as an adult, I always forget that I can literally get in my car, buy a cake whenever I want, and no one can stop me. It's a picture of a very fine-looking chocolate cake. And yeah, there has been times in life before you guys knew me where, yeah, I'm hungry. I'm going to go to the IGA and get the first thing that looks good. Well, God damn it, I hit the bakery section first.
Like right there in the front.
Little single serving birthday cake was my dinner more times than I care to admit in my 20s and early 30s.
Huh. I mean,
Yeah.
I've done it too.
Okay, at least I'm not alone.
No,
The angry bartender, friend
we're
of the
all
show.
American, okay?
America. Fuck yeah, eat cake. Friend of the show, the angry bartender repost from Connor Remlau. Says someone stole my debit card. Went and spent $60 at a restaurant and only left a $4 tip. It's not even your card and you leave a $4 tip? Unreal.
That's crazy.
I mean, like, come on, dude. Yeah, if I have the decency to steal your credit card, I'm tipping at least 20%.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Cobalt.
New friend of the show, Famished Memes, repost from their Twitter account says, "Why do you want to work at Dunkin' Donuts?" And it's like a little internal thinking quotes here. Imagines eating all the donuts on the first day and then quitting. Baking is a passion of mine. I feel this. This is why you will never see me work at a bakery, because I get fired in one shift.
But boy, that shift would be
Oh,
epic.
it'd be worth the diabetic coma. I don't fucking. Oh god, it'd be so great. It's worth the extra toes I'm going to lose. All right, moving on.
My
8.5, baby. Ashley Guttermouth, friend of the show, Ashley Guttermouth. It says, "This is an option. You better believe I'm taking it." And it's a picture of a tow truck, which what looks to have a person on a gurney tied to the back of the tow truck, strapped to the bed of the flatbed tow truck. It says, when the ambulance charges you $2,000, but the tow truck only charges you $80.
oh
It's a better
god.
deal.
Modern problems call for modern solutions, I believe is how that phrase goes.
Dudes, don't tell any foreigners that we do this.
I'm almost certain that's a like dummy.
I'm almost certain I'm going to try that next time I need to go to the fucking hospital.
Dude, my buddy taught me this. He calls the cops.
Oh yeah.
He calls the cops on himself, and they'll charge him $15.
Yeah, that's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, because he's got to go to the hospital all the time, and so he's like, when he's kind of like, needing to go to the hospital, he'll call the cops and say, "Come get me." They come. It's Champagne too, and they come get him. They take him to Carl. It's like $15.
Again, that's a lot better than the $2,000.
Yeah, it's a safe ride. I mean, safe, quote unquote.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to make those jokes. Nope. This is a family show. All right, moving on.
Family, my ass.
All right, this is the last one I got for the round of bringing in the turkeys. And, Sizemore said something about a wood chipper earlier. Well, it's the circle of life, baby. Frickers mean, I'm not even trying to say that word. Frickers something or other. Saying. And it says, remove labels, let evolution do the rest. And it's a picture of a dude sticking his leg into a wood chipper to unclog it. If you've ever seen Fargo, you know what happens next. Spoiler alert. Not a 25-year-old movie. But that's all I got for round 3, leaving only my post with the most. Don't you give away my shit, Sizemore.
I didn't look.
All right.
I'm too busy to look at anything.
Premature memulation. All right. Over to you, Sizemore, for round 3.
All right. For the I don't have a witty bantery thing. I don't have that whole intro thing.
Don't call what I do witty banter. It's just the musings of a guy who indulges in too much cannabis.
The penultimate round stimulated by too many vape pens. All right, here we go. There we go. There we go. I know everybody's cracking up because there's no such thing as too many vape pens. This is from friend of the show, godfather of the show, founding father of the show, founding daddy, founding zaddy.
I don't like
George
it.
Cruikshank.
Love you, George.
Who's got this multi-panel. We have a warehouse in the cartoon. It says Pamazon. It said, it's a blast working at a Pamazon warehouse. says, sometimes we discover deceased employees amid the boxes. I later see those same employees standing in the darkness. We see one in the corner. Then he says, my manager says not to approach these entities. Have you ever received a seemingly empty Amazon box lined on the inside with salt? Thank you for participating in our ghost relocation program.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, nightmare fuel. Didn't see that coming, did you? Nope. No, you
I
didn't.
should have.
Friend of the show, Sam Morrill. You guys know Sam Morrill. Says, being trapped at Burning Man seems almost as bad as being trapped in a conversation with someone who went to Burning Man. It reminds me, I gotta call 3 or 4 of my friends. God, you gotta schedule that. That's like a block of time. All right, moving on. Friend of the show, founding father of the show, founding daddy, George H. Cruikshank.
No, thank you.
I don't know how I feel about that word.
What?
It's just too much. It's the daddy part.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
what
No,
about
for me? It's that it was the that.
I mean, if anybody
Dude.
deserves it, it's George. But
Well, yeah, but
dude? I just love that Zaddy for me is a compliment, but for George is an insult, which makes
what is that word? What is that?
Oh, Google it after the show.
Oh God.
George has passed along this multi-panel cartoon. I don't know what's going on. I might need some explanation. It's from, I bet 1 million Pokemon fans will like this page. And we have 2 people here. It's 4 panels, so I come up here. We used to have a stormy sea. And we see a voice bubble saying, this is terrible. Says, this isn't what I expected at all, the man is saying. And the girl next to him says, well, then what the heck were you expecting? We get into his head, and it's just rainbows and fishes and butterflies. And it says, ocean pals. I don't know, like.
so in my head, I don't get it either.
Oh. Katie.
Yeah, I probably know more about Pokemon than I should at the age 41, and even I don't get this.
Well, ocean pals with 8 rainbows seemed on brand for our show.
Yeah, that's very true.
Somebody posted Saturday night, what are you doing? And this was one of the replies. Lena asked her boyfriend, Ole, to come over Friday night and have dinner with her parents, this being the big event. Lena tells Ole that after dinner, she would like to go out and, well, you know, for the first time. Ole is ecstatic, but he never, you know, had sex before. So he takes a trip to the pharmacist to get some protection. Pharmacist helps Ole for an hour, teaches everything about the protection, you know, and everything, you know, like, you know. At the register, pharmacist asks him how many he wants, 3-pack, 10-pack, family pack. Ole insists on the family pack because he thinks he's going to be very busy. It's being his first time and all. That night, Ole shows up at Lena's parents' house, meets her at the door. Ole, I'm so excited for you to meet my parents. Come on in. Ole goes inside and is taken to the dinner table where Lena's parents are already seated. Ole offers to say grace and bows his head. After a minute passes, Ole is still deep in prayer with his head down. 3 minutes of praying pass. Still no movement from Ole. Finally, 5 minutes later, Lena leans over and whispers to Ole, I had no idea you were so religious. He says, I had no idea your father was a pharmacist.
Oh.
All right, I thought it was better than that, but you know, you can pass it, you can recycle that one. Friend of the show, friend of everyone, Nico Perez Jandrich. You guys know Nico says, Summer's almost over. Summer's almost over, and you know what that means. Christmas season is here.
Yeah. I've seen Christmas stuff in 3 different stores this week.
Friend of the show, Kimmy Schofield. And if you're not listening to Kimmy Schofield mornings on AM 580, you are missing out. Kimmy says, I have been elated every time I walk into Costco since August. Sign of the time. All Things Automotive passes on this headline, says autonomous truck platoons are a bust. They work when you put them on rails. And people are like, no, this is, he says, new trains just dropped. From Brian Kelly, did Silicon Valley reinvent the bus again? Just, yeah, they're trains. Facebook, FB4tB, a weekly meme cast. If you're not following FB4tB, a weekly meme cast, you are missing out. has passed along this utopian society. We have just green urban centers, towers of living, vertical living spaces. And it says, society, if we stopped returning all the value to the shareholders.
Yeah.
From memes that can save the world. Looks delicious, doesn't it? Disappointing affirmations, favorite of the show, disappointing affirmations, has this picture of the Rock in Morro Bay, and it says, "You are enough. Not the best, but you'll do." I love disappointing
I'll
affirmations.
take it. I'll take it.
I know, right? It's a fun rock, man. It used to be a nice seafood restaurant you could eat and stare at that rock. It was fun. This is from Major Geeks, and we got a picture of a Genghis Khan looking dude drinking out of a skull. And somebody off screen is saying, "Whose skull is that?" And he says, "His name is Philip." "What's in there?" "Vodka and orange juice." "It's a Phillips head screwdriver."
Come on, Levine. Come on. Give me a chuckle.
We made him spit off camera. That's what happened.
Oh,
I absolutely love the memories on Facebook, and this is from a year ago. Lundy Randy passes along Nietzsche teachings to panel it here. And the comedian says, "When you buy pants from Costco, that's when you don't care anymore. That's when you let go of our egos and begin our spiritual journey." Let go. Love that. Very nice. Nietzsche teachings. Costco pants. All right, two more. Hungry for Memes posts these two little sticky notes with the headline, all in caps, "Font matters." This one's in a happy red font with a heart-shaped dot over the I that says, "I will always find you." And then next to it is one that looks like it was scratched into a mirror with blood. It says, "I will always find you."
This is just speaking as someone with some like troubled history. I find the first font way more intimidating.
Oh, far more scary.
Very fucking triggering for me, actually.
Yeah, that's far scarier.
Finding this sweet little note on my car one day turned into like 3 months of dealing with the fucking worst breakup of my life.
Fun. All right, one more fun thought from Corey Showtime Robinson, friend of the show. Corey, I love you. He's got 90 Kids Life. We've got a picture of one of those pitchers with a plastic handle, and it is being poured as a funnel to get liquid into a jar, a narrow mouth.
Holy shit!
Is
that what that's for?
Says, "Without lying, how old were you when you found this out?" And all of the comments were like, I'm now years old.
Today. Right now, today.
Oh my God.
At this moment, right now.
Right? Yeah, totally. I was like, it was crazy too. A lot of shit. All right. And finally, Jackie Cation making a second appearance in the show with a 4-panel Peanuts. You got Charlie Brown and his sister walking along, and she says, "I'm going to try and sign up for a course in theology. I want to learn all about religion. I want to learn about Moses and St. Paul and Minneapolis." Charlie Brown says, "Minneapolis?" Yeah, pandering. That's exactly what I'm doing. Pandering.
We love you, North Canada or South Canada.
South Canada, yeah, always in our hearts and minds. South Canada, yeah, always in our hearts and minds. All right, I guess it's time for the posts with the most.
Everybody gets one post with the most.
That's what
Kicking
they
this
say.
one off with the Hard Times, the hardtimes.net. It's what the most means. It's a picture of Hans Zimmer pointing at an open trombone case, and it says, "Tearful Hans Zimmer pushes off ska album again after getting hired to compose another dumb movie score."
Oh my God. And ska wins every week. Every week.
As it should.
Oh my God. All right. On to TD with your post with most.
There's many posts, but this was mine with the most. From friend of the show, Rare Insults. Okay, you guys know how I feel about PETA, but we're gonna set aside our differences today. And it's a post from PETA, and it's got a picture of a cow, and it says, "Cows are friends, not food." And Trap Daddy, at Terminally Chill, post, "Name one cow you friends with." And PETA claps back with, "Your mom." Like, I hate PETA and everything about him, but goddamn, that's good.
That was very good.
Respect. Game recognizes game. That's my post with the most. Sizemore.
Moving on. My post with the most from Mike Ingram for everyone again says normal vegetables, you must store us at the right temperature and the right humidity, or we will spoil and rot in no time. Potatoes. And we have an octopus of potato roots, and it says, "Where's the fucking soil?"
Yeah, no shit.
If you've ever seen the John Carpenter classic, The Thing, fuck yeah.
Yeah, coming out everywhere. And Mike says it for us, caption, "Potatoes are metal AF." That was my post
We
with
do it.
and we have fulfilled the legal obligations of the entity we know as Facebook for the Blind. We love you. Thank you so much. Mwah.
Love you, George.
Recording stopped.
Oh, thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.